When man first started to travel from place to place over this great round world of ours, thousands of years ago, he used to draw little pictures of the routes he had taken so that he could show his friends where he had been. In those days, he couldn't travel very far, and it was quite easy to draw a picture of his journey. But today, when we can go around the whole wide world, it is much more difficult to map out a picture of our travels. Our picture must be flat, while our world is round.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So, he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions.
The most critical detail in the debate to date for a flat earther, because we now have a positive claim of a flat earth with evidence that's utilised daily across the plane we live on to find where you are if you're lost. In planes, trains and automobiles, they can all use it, and they do, and it's very well documented in terms of how it's used. So we've got the standard in terms of how it's defined and what it does and the process it uses. That's celestial navigation, because of which we have a positive claim for Earth being flat. And further to that claim is the requirement the globe has to use the exact same things we're using in our positive assertion.
Our picture must be flat, while our world is round.
Ergo, the globe model requires and is built on a flat plane.
Our picture must be flat, while our world is round.
When they start asserting that they've got a sphere, take them back to how their sphere was built. Off a flat plane. And you immediately take away their model.
Our picture must be flat, while our world is round.
They won't want to talk about their model. They won't want to utilise their model, because what is their model? Their model is a utilisation of a flat plane and the angle measurements taken from it.
Our picture must be flat, while our world is round.
I'm not trying to put you down. It's an expression of you as you are.
Because what is their model? Their model is a utilisation of a flat plane and the angle measurements taken from it. This is the most important debating point to date.
Oh boy, am I jonesing to start doing these live. But I'm still working on the side of the road. Go figure that one out in Minnesota. It's 43 degrees, I'm freezing. I have, this is a test. But this thing that this intro that I put together today with Nathan Oakley and Allan Watts. Allan Watts was a philosopher, a scientific LSD-induced philosopher from the 1950s, 60s, 70s, I think. Right in there somewhere. But it was so good. And then, of course, we pulled up our old friend Evelyn Lambert from Canada, who put together that educational film that told everybody that, she didn't use the word map, she used the word picture. But picture meant map. So the picture is flat, but the world is round. Made no sense whatsoever. And where did they propagate all this to? Children. It was an educational film. And I've played it 100, well, not 100. I don't want to go crazy. We've featured it here on Fisherman in the Box before. So anyway, I put that together with Allan Watts and his people who think all the time, they just get lost in their delusions, with what is really the greatest claim for a biblical cosmology or a flat Earth. And that's that. It's celestial navigation. Everything is, their whole model has been built on a flat Earth. So anyway, I keep this one short. It's not official. Coming soon. Because you know what, folks? You got to love them enough to tell them the truth. All right? So that's it. That's all. Had green the whole way from where I am, so this is kind of fun. It's brutal cold again. What's new in Minnesota? And I was checking the chats. The Gray Dude's in there. Pamela's in there. My Minnesota folks are in there. Tracy B's in there. So I don't know whether it's buffering or not. Yeah, you missed the peaches, but I still got peaches. I'm in my hometown, running the stand in my hometown, so you got to figure out where that is. I'm not in Alexandria, Minnesota anymore. I wrapped that season up with huge successes, so that's fun. But I got about a week of good rest in and starting to take care of business that I had let go. Worked 119 days in a row, and yeah, it was fun. But I'm looking forward to this. Believe me, I am looking forward to this. So for those of you who jumped on here for this test, thank you. And I guess I'll render it out and see how it sounds. All right? Too bad Margaret's not here. She could give me a little under music and I could close this thing up. Oh! Look at her. She did it by remote. That evil demon telepathic witch of mine. Margaret the cookie jar and the moose. No buffer, huh? Wow. Well, maybe I'll just sit here all afternoon long and keep doing stuff. No, that's not true. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. All right. Peace, love, your stinky old fisherman is out.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's a-gonna trouble the water. See that band all dressed in white. God's a-gonna trouble the water. The leader looks like the Israelite. God's a-gonna trouble the water. Ooh, wade in the water. Oh, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God is gonna trouble. God's a-gonna trouble the water. Oh, see that band all dressed in red. God's a-gonna trouble the water. Ooh, it looks like the band that Moses led. God's a-gonna trouble the water. Oh, whoa, whoa, wade in the water. Oh, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God is gonna trouble, yes he will, the water. Oh.
We all were deceived. We all had the spinning ball put in our classroom from the time we were little wee tots that says on the bottom, not for educational purposes.
Thanks a lot for searching that out. I appreciate that. Fisherman in the box. Fisherman in a box.